If my mom fight with her sister, for example, she know like she's not gonna like stop me from saying my auntie,
Am I wrong to not want someone who hates me around my child? I have a huge problematic history with my SIL.
Sister-in-law,
yeah. We haven't spoke in almost 2 years, and I found out she's been asking relatives to give them photos of my child. I reached out to her to let her know I'm pretty uncomfortable with this, considering she hates me. This woman child used to take her food and sit on the couch at family dinners. She can't even look at me. She sees red if I'm 15 feet away from her.
I'm gonna have like a really unpopular opinion for this one, but continue reading,
Anyways, I told her if she wants to know about our son, she needs to reach out to the parents. She just replies with, I don't have to like you. Don't blame the child for the past. He's still my nephew. I can tell she wants to argue, so I don't take the bait. I told her she is welcome to meet my son. I would love for him to have a relationship with his relatives. She says, thanks for offering. I honestly don't even know what she was thinking. Did she think she will try to sneak around to get to my son? Why does she want a relationship with a child when she wants nothing to do with the parents? I have asked everyone to not give her any photos and to redirect her to me. I feel like she's just looking for drama and doesn't really care about my son. I also don't think my child should be around someone who openly hates me.
Let me hear your opinion first now.
First, she is open. This lady writing, she's open for the son to have a relationship with the sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem this lady has is the sister-in-law going her back, asking other people for the pictures and everything.
Wait, who other people? You mean like other families?
Other family relatives.
Mm-hmm.
But she also said, I caught, like, why would the sister-in-law want to have a relationship with their son when she wants nothing to do with the parents?
The mom of this kid is kind of like using this kid against this lady because they have a feud and they don't like each other, and she's like, since I know that you like my kid, I'm gonna like take him away from you, because like she and the lady, they don't have this vibe to like talk, because if they had a relationship, this lady would have gone through how to come and get to the kids, right? But since like they have this feud, so the lady, if she want to like see her nephew, she have to go through the families to see the nephew. So that's why the lady's like, nope, you don't have to go through the family, you have to come to me. And she knows this lady wouldn't do that, to come to her to go and see the kid, So I feel like in a way, this lady is kind of like...
she's wrong?
I feel like she's kind of like using the kid in a way to get back at that sister, at the sister-in-law, Imagine my nephews, If I go and ask like somebody in my family, send me like this person picture, that shouldn't be a big deal, baby, You know what I mean? Like, imagine if you have a relative, right? But then that relative have a kid. I know the kid, and then I like the kid. But then me and that relative, we're not that close, But I have another person in your family that I'm really close to, And I ask that person to send me a picture of the nephew, Would that be wrong, to do, If I don't talk to that relative often, but then I have another person that I have a closer relationship with, I feel like she uses like the kid to get back at this person,
One thing I'm confused about. Okay, if she says, "Oh, I'm waiting for my son to have a relationship with the person," but then the other person who wants to have the relationship cannot stand to be in front of you, so she knows that is impossible.
So that is exactly my point. So she's being like a gatekeeper, you know what I mean? Oh, nobody comes to my son except you have to pass through me first, and it's not supposed to be like that, But maybe it's like because like for me,
but
like
where is the dad in all this?
Exactly,
Where is the husband?
The sister-in-law, if she have like ill intent towards the kid, that's like a totally different case, babe. But if it's just like, oh, my nephew, I like my nephew, Jamila, I don't think you guys' problems will extend to the kid,
Because one thing this lady, the original poster, she's not thinking about how this is going to affect the kid in the future. Because the kid, I'm so sure the other lady also has children, and the kid has to get to know the cousins and everything. The kid might resent the mother for not having let him get in contact with the or get a relationship with the cousins and all those different things.
Yes.
And for me, I honestly feel like when it comes to such things, when it comes with children involved, let's do what's best for the children. Put aside all your emotions and everything and do what's best for the children.
And I feel like
in this situation, what is best for this child is to know their relatives.
And I also feel like even by her allowing that sister-in-law to have like a relationship with the kid, maybe in doing so it might even mend their own relationship,
Who knows?
Because like I get the point, like if it was like somebody else who's not family, and you'd be like, well, this person hit me, you don't want that person around your kid, but that person's like literally like the kid is like literally like a nephew to your sister-in-law, if it's like you guys' relationships are really, really so bad, that you cannot see each other, then maybe you guys should fix your relationship, so like you guys can have like a normal relationship with the kids,
Or let the father, like if the boy has to go, the child has to go to see the relatives, let the father drop him and pick him.
So like what if
you don't have to be involved?
Exactly,
But she also claims like, oh, I don't want my child around someone who hates me. This is not about the child.
That's what I'm saying.
You.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like she's using the child like a shield in a way, because
which
like
is wrong.
What if
she is wrong?
If the dad want to take the child to his sister, does he have to like come and get permission from you before you take the child to his sister, Because like nobody can see your child except they come to you, the parent. Comments.
Okay, the first comment says, treat her like she's a scammer, block and ignore. Can't even imagine letting someone who hates me, let alone a relative-in-law, see my daughter. Keep that BS far away.
This is like difference in culture, right? Maybe this person, I don't know where they are from, but probably most likely they are from the US, Maybe for them it's like quite normal, But like in the African setting, in the African culture, this will not pass, Like the family unit is more tight. It's like more close. It's like
literally my cousins are my sisters and brothers. These are children to my uncles and my aunties. The tie, like you say, I totally 100% agree with you. These are my sisters, these are my brothers. That is like a nuclear family, and I feel like they are the best people you can ever have, because it's like someone you share blood, but you have different families, but you can talk about the same things and relate to the same things. You go to the family meetings.
For example, what we even call cousins, like many people I call my cousins, they're technically not my cousin, they are like my mom friends.
Children.
I call cousins,
I totally agree.
So like for me, like my cousins, I see them like my siblings, honestly speaking, it is that, like I'm a Fulani, like even in the Fulani culture, like when you say like when I see like my auntie have a son who's older than me, I call him Koto, like
big brother.
It means like big brother literally, So like it doesn't make sense for me to be like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna talk to you because like my mom doesn't like your mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird, but I feel like it's different in culture actually, but it's weird.
If I'm gonna look into like in my family dynamic what I've experienced from before, honestly, even if those people have problems, we the cousins always made sure like there is no way you can. That bond is a bond that you cannot even like separate.
Do you know why? Because our parents don't try to mix the kids in their problem, It's not like they don't fight,
Thank you.
But like they know, like for example, like if my mom fight with her sister, for example, she know like she's not gonna like stop me from seeing my auntie, She'll be like, even if my auntie come, they might not even talk to each other, but my auntie will come and see her son,
Yeah, because let me give you a scenario. Like in my family, we usually do the family gatherings. We go to the village and then you do the family gathering. So when we are at these family gatherings and they are like, oh, all the grandchildren for this grandfather come here. So I'm like, what am I gonna be doing? Like I have to watch out who I'm sitting next to and who I'm talking to and everything. Like for me, this is BS.
It's BS.
Anyone who breaks this boundary will be given the same treatment until trust is re-established, if ever.
But I'm kind of like saying their point. What they're saying, like she's not wrong, because for them, according to them,
it's a culture difference.
They are assuming like that sister-in-law will not see that kid as their own, so they might harm the kid, But I'm like guessing in most African settings, no matter the problem, I'm like, like for example, my dad, right? I know like if something happened to my dad if I was young, right? I know like his brother would take care of me like I was their own kid,
Yeah, like I'm so sure every African home has raised a child that they are not their own. They don't have official on a paper, but because it's a brother's child or something like that, they are in their home.
So I kind of like see it from their own perspective because we are lucky to be living now, right? So we kind of like see both worlds. So I kind of know like from like maybe the Western culture perspective, they'll be like, they have this doesn't work for me,
And
if you don't
also-
like me, don't come to my you are not seeing my child, blah blah, because I don't trust you,
When it comes to how we see family, how we define family in the Western setting and in the African setting, it's totally two different perspectives.
Yes.
Given that, for example, in our cultures, the grandparents can take care of the children.
Yeah.
For example, whereas here you have to schedule to take your child to the grandparents.
And like in the West, like a family technically is considered to be you, your kids, and your partner,
Yeah. So like for example, now this is my family.
Yes, so technically that's what is considered family here, because even like the parents when they start to get old, they're gonna be in the nursing home, they might not live with you, they will go and live in their apartment by themselves, so it's like it's not the same dynamic, but for us it's like totally different. So maybe that's what we're gonna like agree, like she is a bit wrong for trying to use the child, but
a lot of people are saying that she
She's-
is not wrong.
yes.
So that's why we are giving this perspective that for us, we think, we don't say like, oh, she is wrong because it's a discussable point for the case of the child, that we want the best for the child. When it comes to their issues, the other lady is also not, it's not okay she talked to her like that.
Exactly, So like, because it doesn't make sense for you to not like the wife of your brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what have you done to you for you to hate her that much,
Yeah. Or if there is anything, talk. Why don't people talk? Why don't people communicate and talk out things?
So like, from
Like
that,
you don't have to be like, oh, I agree with everything you say. You can agree to disagree and do it for the best of the children.
and for me, the worst part, I feel like the child is just crossing the cross. The child is just caught in the crossfire, because in this case, he is the victim, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the field from the auntie and the field from the mom is like affecting him, But most people, I don't think they get that, But I feel like that's the problem,